The story begins at the zenith of a cultural and corporate civil war. We open on the stage of the Vought International Annual Meeting of Shareholders, a space that feels more like a populist rally than a business conference. Homelander stands at the podium, basking in the adoration of a crowd he has carefully radicalized. He frames his narrative with absolute clarity. There are the patriots, and then there are the traitors. By labeling the Starlighters as terrorists, he raises the stakes from corporate rivalry to national security. This moment matters because it signals the total erasure of the line between private interest and public authority. Backstage, the tension is mirrored in a high-stakes tech infiltration. While Firecracker prepares to deliver her brand of truth bombs propaganda, a small group of dissidents works to hack the feed. Their objective is the ultimate reveal, the footage from Flight 37, the evidence that Homelander abandoned an airplane full of innocent people to die. This is the truth the Resistance has clutched for years. The one thing they believe can finally puncture the godlike aura of their antagonist. The feed switches. For a few agonizing seconds, the world sees the monster behind the flag. Homelander freezes, his image flickering on giant screens as he orders a mother and child to stay back or be lasered. It is a moment of pure, unadulterated exposure. But this is where the story becomes a study in the malleability of truth. Before the revelation can take root, the Vought spin machine, led by the intellect of Sister Sage, goes into overdrive. Within minutes, the broadcast is dismissed as an AI-generated deepfake. The moral weight of the scene shifts from Homelander's crime to the public's terrifying willingness to accept a comfortable lie over a devastating truth. We transition to the coast of Brittany, France, where A-Train is attempting to live a quiet life with his family. He is a character defined by his inability to outrun his past. His choice to stay in hiding is a refusal of his moral duty, but that choice is stripped away when the Deep arrives. The confrontation on the shoreline is a reminder that there is no such thing as an ex-hero in Homelander's world. The threat to A-Train's family forces a pivot. He can no longer be a neutral observer in a war he hoped to start. Back in the States, the Resistance is at its lowest ebb. Butcher, Starlight, and Kimiko are hiding in a derelict bunker, planning a rescue mission that carries the scent of a funeral. Huey, Frenchie, and Mother's Milk have been captured and are held at Freedom Camp 47, scheduled for public execution in 36 hours. The moral arc of Billy Butcher is at its most precarious here. He is physically and spiritually rotting, his body playing host to a parasitic darkness that is both a weapon and a curse. To save the boys, they recruit the Worm, a teleporter whose presence adds a layer of surrealist desperation to the mission. The infiltration of Freedom Camp 47 is a descent into a patriotic gulag. The facility is a visual manifestation of Vaught's New Order through incarceration. As the rescue team breaches the perimeter, the stakes are not just survival, but the soul of the Resistance. Homelander is already there, waiting in the barracks. He mocks the very idea of Huey's devotion, reading a diary as if it were a comic book. When the fight breaks out, it is a spectacle of absolute brutality. Butcher's transformation is revealed in full. He unleashes black, writhing tentacles from his chest, slaughtering guards with a violence that makes Homelander look almost restrained. This choice marks Butcher's final transition into the very thing he sought to destroy, a monster with no accountability. The climax reaches its peak when A-Train intervenes. His speed is the deciding factor, a redemptive act that saves Mother's Milk and Frenchie from certain death. It is a moment of pure character growth, a speedster finally running toward his conscience instead of away from it. Starlight unleashes a blinding surge of energy to cover their retreat, and the group escapes into the night. The resolution is far from peaceful. As the team reunites in the shadows, they are safe but fundamentally broken. Butcher stands apart, a silhouette of the man he used to be, his humanity replaced by an alien hunger. Homelander remains in the wreckage of his camp, his public mask finally discarded, leaving us with the realization that the world is no longer divided into heroes and villains, but into those who wield monsters and those who are consumed by them. The ending leaves the weight of the coming conflict hanging, a promise that the next era of this war will be fought with nothing left to lose.